Hi guys, welcome back. As per usual, I'm very late on this trend, but I love it. So I want to go through my list of like chic, not chic things. Well, actually, I'm not going to talk about like things that I don't find chic personally because I think that can be very offensive and it's just like not nice. So we're going to focus on the positive and I'm going to share some of the things that I personally find very, very chic. I'm gonna say this word a lot in this video. First things first, I know it's like a very personal thing, so we all have different ideas what chic is. So I think you're gonna get like the idea where I'm at, like what's my aesthetic and like what I find chic personally. And I think that's like the fun part of this video. Another thing, yeah, I wrote down a bunch of stuff. I actually have my notebook. I have all of the items listed. I wrote this a couple of days ago, so I kind of forgot already, but we'll see. First thing I wrote down, which I think it's very important, is confidence. So we need to talk about confidence when you talk about being chic or not chic. This is not just something people say. It's obviously the major component. Like if you think of an it girl or like a trendsetter or people that are very fashion forward, these people have confidence. That's what makes their style so like unique and mesmerizing and appealing, and just like it's because they have the confidence to be themselves, to go against maybe the trends or just like set the trends. So yeah, clearly confidence is key, and that's like the starting point. We should all work on being more authentic and building that like believe in ourselves and our personal taste. So with that being said, let's start with some actual like tangible physical things. So as my number one, I have like a fashion item, which is halter tops and open back dresses. Think anything like slippery, silky, draped, a lot of draping, a lot of like flowy materials, and an open back detail. I find the open back one of the sexiest, but not in your face, like unexpected, kind of like I don't know, like a little bit mysterious and seductive detail. And I love it. It's like one of my favorite things to wear. Obviously, if you don't like showing your back, which I totally understand, some people don't. Definitely, there are other types of like draping and showing a little bit of skin in other places, like an off shoulder moment or like a beautiful draped plunging neckline. I also find that incredibly beautiful and chic and just seductive in not like super obvious way, because it's not like all tight and like all on display, if that makes sense. So that's number one. Number two, very similar to that, are silky or like silk satin flowy pants or bottoms. If you don't like pants, you can definitely achieve the same look with skirts. I love a good silk skirt, definitely more midi or long. That's a little more chic than like a mini one. I do wear a lot of mini dresses and skirts. So yeah, we're not talking about like what's bad or not bad. We're talking just about like things that are specifically a little more chic. So yeah, flowy silk or satin pants have been my obsession. Like I love this trend. I'm so happy that this is like very trendy because we have so many options, and I love that look. I love a silk trouser outfit because it's so comfortable. You feel like you're wearing pajamas and it's so effortlessly chic. It's flowy, following the movement of the body, accentuating certain areas. Like I just think it's again like very understated way to be a little bit seductive, and you can pair silk trousers or skirts with like a simple tee or a tank top, and you feel so chic and put together, and essentially you're wearing like pajamas. Of course, I would always pair it with like a nice heel or even a kitten heel, but just like a little heel, or like a nice sandal. That's how I personally like to wear this trend, and I find it incredibly chic. Then number three, I think I'll have to elaborate on this one. We have the jeans and a tee, but paired with a statement shoe or a bag or both. No, before you tell me jeans and a tee, how groundbreaking, I need to elaborate. When I think of a chic jeans and a tee outfit, definitely, like I said, the accessories are the most important. So obviously, like pairing this outfit with a statement heel, like a beautiful designer sandal, and a handbag, like a fun handbag. Doesn't have to be designer. I don't know why I said that, but like, you know what I mean? Like a fun, very beautiful sandal, shoe, and a handbag. We're bringing that outfit in classic chic category. And the other element is the cut of your jeans and your top or tee. So I wish we're gonna reach the day, I think maybe we're almost there, where jeans are not going to be a trend, where we are going to be able to go to a store and shop for any type of jeans we can imagine all year long, every year, because I think it's one piece of clothing that's just like needs to fit your body perfectly. Like we're all different, we're all shaped differently, we all have different preferences, and we all have different types of jeans that makes us feel super confident. So finding a pair of jeans that makes you feel so confident and fits your body so well, they're worn in, they look like they are your favorite pair of jeans, like that's for me that chic jeans and a tee outfit. Like not, you put on like a random pair of jeans that are ill-fitted or whatever and like some basic tee and then that's like a jeans and a tee outfit. Like no, it has to be that like pair of jeans that looks like it's made for you. And then the top is not so important, but again, it's like all about the fit when it comes to this outfit. Like it has to go well together. Like the silhouette has to be really, really good. I do prefer slightly a little more relaxed jeans. So even if it's like a slim fit that you like, maybe more like a high-waisted mom jean with like a straighter leg, but make it just a little bit like looser. I think this look in general, or just in general jeans, I think we all figured out that like jeans should not be super tight. They should not be like super clinging to your body, like maybe in one area, but then nowhere else. I don't know. I just feel like always slightly looser fit looks a little more chic. Moving on, enough about that. Moving on, number 4. Yeah, I said here controversial opinion. Why? Oh, yeah, this is funny, but like socks. I don't find socks particularly chic in general. Like, unless I'm wearing sneakers that are made of like polyester, like the interior is polyester, like very sporty, athletic sneakers. I don't wear socks a lot and I just don't find them chic. Honestly, I know they're very trendy. We're in this era where socks are kind of like a fashion statement. People wear them with loafers, with ballet flats, with Mary Janes, with anything and everything, like ankle socks, thick wool socks, cotton socks. They're all trendy. So this is not like a trendy thing, but I just personally don't think I've ever seen an outfit with socks, especially if like socks are kind of like the main focal point of the outfit. Like I've never seen an outfit with socks that I was like, oh my God, this is so chic. Can it be cute, fun, fashionable? Yes. But I just don't find it chic. I have seen, like when I think of like chic, I think of Italy and Europe and sorry guys, Italy and France. Those are places where you literally see the biggest number of people that are like just so chic and cool and you're like, what am I doing and like what am I wearing? So when I think of like outfits and people that stood out to me on the streets in France and Italy, a lot of times people were like so like unbothered and effortless, and that would involve like looking like you just jumped out of bed and you like put on a pair of shoes and you didn't even bother putting on socks. Does that make sense? For guys though, I feel like I do always prefer them wearing socks unless they're wearing loafers that are made for like the beach, like the boat loafer and like, suede, some of the more casual loafers. A more elegant loafer for a man, I feel like I'm always pro socks. But for women, there's just something about wearing like whatever shoe and it's visible you don't have any socks. I don't know. I just find it very, very chic. And I spoke about this way too long. I'm afraid I'm going to bring some unwanted audience. Anyways, number 5, we have vintage jewelry. Okay, again, another item where I'm going to talk about what I don't find chic. And I have to mention this because it's something that I wanted to say, but I always feel like I don't want to offend people or anyone. But you guys, if you're looking into buying jewelry and spending a lot of money on jewelry, I want to encourage you to stop before you go into your Cartier or Van Cleef, even Tiffany, and get one of the items. We know what I'm talking about, like the jewelry that's like a status symbol. It's a sign that you made it in life and now you have a stack of, love bracelets and Van Cleefs and stuff. There's so much more beautiful jewelry out there with much better price, like much more fairly priced. And there is nothing more chic than wearing a piece of beautiful vintage jewelry, some beautiful vintage like diamonds or whatever, just in general, or even getting like something custom made, finding like a jeweler, getting a piece made for you specifically, even going to a local jeweler and getting a beautiful piece of jewelry that like speaks to you and, again, like you can custom make something. Or I'm just like not into, definitely vintage is like the chicest and the coolest. I only have a couple of pieces, so this is something that I'm going to work on because I don't have vintage jewelry. Unfortunately, during one of our moves, I lost, or it was stolen. I still don't know, but I lost a whole box of jewelry, and I had some vintage pieces in there that were gifted to me. I'm so, so sad, and I don't want to think about it because what's done, it's done. But I'm definitely going to go that route in the future. And I miss also Europe. When I lived in Geneva, I used to go to this auction house and their auctions, and they had so much beautiful jewelry. But back then, I was mostly looking for furniture and art, and I did not buy any jewelry. And now that I'm here, I'm like, I wish I was there and I could go and just get some beautiful pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna look into that in the future. If nothing, I'm going to visit jewelry district. I don't think it's a district, but I think it's like a one building here in Miami with all the jewelers. So I think I'm gonna go there soon and maybe get some like, a little bit more unique pieces or like custom made or something like that. Number 6, where are we? Yeah. Trendy designer, niche designer as well. So, okay, sorry guys, I'm reading like I wrote and it's completely not making sense. Okay, back it up. Talking about handbags. Number 6 is handbags. So, similarly to the previous one with the vintage jewelry and versus like your Cartiers and stuff like that, I also think the time has come that we need to park and leave alone the Birkins, the Kellys, the classic flaps. Like, it is not chic anymore. It's not exclusive either. They're everywhere. They're dupes everywhere. Like, everyone's wearing them. I think honestly, they're producing way more than they ever did. The market is wild. I can make a whole video on. I know you guys love handbags, so I should probably make a video about this. So I want to talk about this because I think it's another a little bit controversial opinion, but I feel like the market is so like messed up. The prices have never been this high, even like compared to the inflation and just like the average salary and all that. Like the prices have disproportionately increased versus like 10, 15, 20 years ago. And that just shows like how much people are willing to spend on these items, specifically these items like the status symbol handbags. And compared to like, again, 15, 20 years ago, where it was just like not something people were even interested in. Like an average housewife, even if she was like well off, it wasn't like on top of her priorities to have this huge collection of designer handbags and a massive wardrobe. Like, that was just a selected few, like literally fashion obsessed people, not like your average person, no matter how much money they had. Whereas today, it's something that's been pushed on people as like a must, especially young women. I see so many young, very, very young women, like think they're early 20s, and they are just like obsessed with designer goods. Like, they save up, they take loans, like they buy things on credit cards, like. And yeah, just these bags have become so much more than just like a handbag. They're no longer something related to like being a fashion lover or obsessed with fashion. They're literally like a status symbol. And I don't find them chic anymore, or some of them I've never even found like super chic. It was mostly like just like a display of wealth, like Birkins. But yeah, Birkin can be very chic. Actually, Kelly is more like a display of wealth. I don't know. Birkins were a little bit chic for a while. I mean, there was like the chic element because of Jane Birkin and like her style, and just like in general, it's like that effortless, I'm not bothered, open bag. But now I'm just like not, I don't think they have the same lore. So when it comes to handbags, what I find incredibly chic are the trendy designer vintage bags, like limited edition bags, a little bit like quirky, maybe something like a little bit weird and different, or like bags that are not currently trendy and in fashion and in style. And if you see a person that can pull them off and they look cool and you want that bag, that's like the epitome of chic and being like having that it factor. So yeah, maybe like exploring and getting some older bags. I love a good like worn in old Louis Vuitton. I find them always incredibly chic. Yes, there was a moment in time when certain Louis Vuitton bags were just like everywhere and they were really horrendously tacky. But like the vintage ones or just like some styles that are like very worn in, they always scream like again that like effortless chic type of vibe. So yeah, worth looking into. They're also very affordable. They're one of the most affordable designer handbags, especially pre-loved ones, and you don't even care if they look terrible because that's like the part of looking more chic. So the more worn in they are, the more like tarnish they have on the leather detail, like the more chic they look. The pristine new Louis Vuitton does not look chic at all, in my opinion, even though I have a bunch of them. So don't also like take any of this as like an insult, please, because I have a bunch of these things. I do all the offenses here as well because I personally don't care to look chic every single day. I mean, we all strive to look chic sometimes, like to be that cool girl, but most of the times I am pretty basic, so I don't even know why are you guys here. We're gonna go with it. Number 7, very polished, perfectly styled hair with super relaxed fit. So yes, this is similar to jeans and a t-shirt. I love a good contrast of like, beautiful flawless base makeup, skin, beautiful bouncy blowout, and a very like effortless, flowy, simple, like, even athleisure, if done correctly, but combined with like beautiful, freshly washed, bouncy hair and like beautiful, clean makeup look, like clean. Why did I say that? Like beautiful, you know what I mean? Like when you look like when you like your makeup, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you look super fresh and like your skin is glowing. So yeah, glowy skin, makeup, beautiful hair, and like a very effortless, casual, super casual outfit. I find that always very, very chic. So yeah, that's also my formula. This is something that I like to do if I want to feel very, very comfortable and I'm going somewhere. I want to wear a super comfortable outfit and I still want to look like somewhat fashionable and like put together. I would then pay extra attention to my hair and makeup. And the opposite goes as well. So if you have a beautiful, very like tailored, very put together outfit, to make it a little bit more chic and less preppy, I would go the opposite way and maybe leave your hair a little messy. Like don't do a perfectly polished hairstyle, or maybe do your makeup like a little less glam. I think that's like a beautiful and that's very Parisian. I think that's very French. Italian women, they would very often like pair everything. Like they like to look put together, all in all. But like I think that's very French. And that's why sometimes French women can look slightly more chic. At the end of the day, that's the word is French. So they know what they're doing. Number 8, naturally slightly imperfect teeth. Oh my God, this one required a disclaimer. No, not the other one. This is controversial. Yeah, natural teeth. I don't know what to tell you guys. I despise the massive, blinding white veneers that are taking over the world. Turkey, I don't know what you guys are doing there. Like, I understand it's affordable. People want to have beautiful teeth, but like, what's the cost? And is that actually that much better than your natural teeth? Like, I would argue that there are only few cases where it's better to get those than the natural teeth. I think for everyone else, it's like, what are you doing? Just get some whitening strips if you want to have brighter, whiter teeth, and like, I don't know, maybe go get some Invisalign. Like, that's the route that I went for. I'm still wearing my Invisalign because I had braces and then my teeth shifted because I never wore retainers. And now I have Invisalign and I'm not wearing it often enough. So I need to be better. But like still, honestly, I don't care that much anymore. I used to care a lot because my teeth are not like perfectly aligned. Now I don't even care. I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like it's just a part of who I am. And in the sea of produced beauty, like this is something that's going to be so much more appreciated and so much more valued in the future. I stand firm behind that because we see the shift. The shift is already happening. Like people are dissolving filler, stopping Botox, and like the teeth for me are the worst because they literally change the shape of your mouth, how you speak, how you look, how you smile. There is something so uncanny about it sometimes. There is a person that like I would frequently be in touch with like day-to-day basis. I'm not going to mention anything because I don't know who's watching my videos, but like there's a person that I've been seeing like every day, you know, casually saying hi. And one day that person smiled and they had these brand new set of teeth, like super, super bright white, huge, massive teeth that were just like there in my face. And I was very sad because that person was so nice and sweet. And like, I never even like noticed their teeth and like what's wrong or like what would be the insecurity. And it's like, it's not even one person. Now I'm actually talking about this person and I remembered another person. So it's not even one, it's like so many, especially here, I think in the States, or maybe it's just South Florida, I don't know, but like everyone has those massive veneers. No, actually, I think it's taking over the world. Like people literally travel to Turkey to get new teeth, hair plugs, and like nose jobs and boob jobs and all other jobs. So yeah, natural, slightly imperfect teeth to me are always going to be a lot more chic. I don't know why I even put this here. It's not even like related to fashion. A lot of things were crossing my mind while I was making this list. Okay, number 9, shoes and footwear. So I wrote down a couple of things because I want to just like bunch everything together because it's all shoes. But point toe shoes, definitely something that I think will never go out of style, and it's always the chicest shoe choice. It can be a mule, a pump, a boot, but a beautiful, sharp point toe is always just so like fashionable and chic, especially paired with like a pair of flowy trousers. So I love that. I also am really liking the thong sandals. This is very trendy, so this is chic at the moment, but I do find them, I don't know, I find them very chic, like a thong, little kitten heel or a platform. And I think I am happy that we see wedges coming back, but like wedges as a mule. That's what I love. Like I always loved those. And even as a kid, I remember that was like one of the shoes that I loved. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna wear this when I grow up. Like wedge mule, like a slip-on wedge. Not really like wedge sandals. Those somehow are never like cool or chic, in my opinion. I do have a few, so yeah. Ballet flats, another shoe that came back. I'm happy that it came back. I actually hated it. And I said, I'm not going to buy ballet flats again because it just reminded me of my childhood. But here I am. You guys, this video is so long. I don't think I can finish my list. Ballet flats, what else? Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to cut this short and we're gonna do part 2. Let's see how much you like this one. And if you like this one, then we're gonna continue the conversation and I'll share the rest of my list. I have a couple of more items, but I can definitely add more and we can have a part 2. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. I'm super pasty and white. I don't have a lot of makeup. I'm wearing this cutesy little knit pink top. I spoke about confidence at the beginning of the video and now I'm less and less confident that this video should go up. I don't even know. We'll see when I start editing. I'm gonna go and edit right away. Try to get this up on the channel as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments, do you want part 2 as the next video or like just in a couple of weeks? Also, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I have a new account there. My old one is locked. It's back on like private because I don't want more people there. And I think my old videos are still linking to that account. So I keep getting requests, follow requests on Instagram, and I'm not approving you just if you're one of those people. Like I'm not being rude. It's just that like I thought that people would see that I have a new account and you're gonna go there. it seems like people just don't realize that I have a new account. So please help me grow my new Instagram. I feel so disheartened because I think it's actually impossible to grow on Instagram in this day and age, like in 2026. I feel like I don't know where I'm going with this. It's like so slow. The algorithm is like okay sometimes, but like I don't get followers. I get a lot of views, but like I don't get new followers, and I'm like, did I make a big mistake? I also cleaned up my old account, so I don't even have a lot of people there anymore. So I'm pretty sad, and I'm here begging for followers. That's ridiculous. This video is all over the place. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.